Greetings and welcome to another Warhammer 40,000 kill team video, where today I'm talking about brand new kill teams. But before getting into things, please remember to like and subscribe as well as comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And remember, I've got a Discord you can check out free in the episode description below, and a affiliate link at Element Games, and a affiliate link and discount code at Crossfire Games, and a Patreon if you want to give me some more support. But yeah, today I'm going over what's coming up for kill team. I've had some leaks and I thought I'd tell everyone because, you know, there's some exciting stuff coming for kill team, namely Imperial Knights. That's right, we're going to have Imperial Knights in kill team. I'll talk about what they're coming with in a moment, but let me talk about what's coming with Imperial Knights. So I know people may think it's a little bit far-fetched for Imperial Knights to be in kill team, and you would be right. That's why it's not going to be Imperial Knights, it's going to be armigers. You're going to have two armigers because they're small enough just to fit in kill team. It actually, you know, Games Workshop are doing a good job because they're filling the niche left by the Imperial Knights faction. It's something players of Imperial Knights have long asked for, and that is for representation in kill team, which is coming. So in this upcoming box, you get to use a mixture of Warglaives and Helverins. So you get two in a box, and obviously you get to use, you can either run like two Warglaives, so those with the chain blade and the multi-melter, or the two paired autocannons with, you know, with a third gun on top. The way apparently they're going to work in kill team is they're all going to be both of them are going to be 40 wounds each with a 2-up armor save, but to balance us out, they cannot claim cover, they cannot use a conceal order, right? And they can only claim cover from heavy cover, specifically heavy cover that covers at least 50% of their height, right? So they can't walk around the little walls of Vocus claiming heavy cover. No, you know, there's some sense here. And, you know, unfortunately, you're probably going to need two boxes because if some matchups you want to go two Warglaives, some matchups you want to go two Helverins, and then you may want a mix of both. Apparently, the way they work is they can always fall back for one action point, and they can never really be tied up in close combat unless they're also in combat with someone with the super heavy keyword. And the way they also work is they count as free APL, and each armiger can be activated twice per turning point. So kind of similar to the Patriarch, but I know you asked, like, kill team always comes with new models, so what will these armigers come with? And apparently they come with the new, like, Skitarii, like, Titan Lord, effectively. So he's actually your leader, this Skitarii Lord, kind of like the one for Horus Heresy, and basically that makes you a 5 operative kill team for the kill up, because I know you're asking about the kill up, and the way it works, you get 1 kill up point for every armiger that's injured, and when you kill one, you get another kill up point, and obviously if you kill the leader, you get your full 5. And yeah, the way it works is the leader kind of sits back trying to, like, help where the armigers need to go, maybe securing an objective, right? And then the armigers always run up and just, like, run up and kill stuff, right? They can only theoretically could control 3 objectives at a time, and, you know, I think it's going to be quite fun. They should be balanced. It would be silly if they were Imperial Knights, but with armigers, that's quite flexible. Now, coming with that, I know people may say, like, oh, you know, I can just hide on vantage points, but the way control range works for Imperial Knights, or specifically armigers, it's their keyword, is that you measure control range in a cylinder. So even if they can't stand on vantage points because they can't fit on them, they can just basically cover it with its height. So it's a bit awkward, but it's not like, you know, ridiculous stuff like people hiding from armigers on buildings, kind of like when you had Daleks, like people thinking they could escape from them by running upstairs. They've sought ways around it, so as the armiger player, you don't feel let down, and that sounds really cool. Now, for what they're paired with, obviously it needs to be something appropriate, and it's going to be chaos related. You know, you've got the Imperial Knights, and obviously chaos, right? And now you would think, oh, chaos armigers, but no, that would be silly. So what they're actually paired with are, I believe they're called the Chaos Value Hunters, something like that. And basically you could kind of argue they're Chaos Tax Collectors. They're basically, they go around throne worlds claiming Imperial tallies and have been hated so much that they've just turned to chaos because everyone hates them. But it will be fine, you know. Some of them have, like, a crack grenade, you're right, and one does have a melter bomb, so it's not a completely one-sided match against the armigers. I don't know too much what it is, but the models do look great. They kind of look like they were just from Necromunda, and maybe should have been in Necromunda, but I'm sure they'll find a way to make them work against Imperial Knights. Like, maybe one of them can afford a melter gun because they tax so much, and that's why they've turned to chaos. but we'll see how that plays out. Now, obviously, this may come like, oh, what is this for this season? Like, no. This is for the next season of Kill Team, which I believe is going to be a jungle planet. Now, I know people say like, John, you don't really talk about jungles too much. And I was like, I know, but jungles seem like the next logical step for what we're going to have in Kill Team. So season 2 is all going to be about jungles. We had the cities in season 1, but it's jungles. It's going to be jungles. Jungles, you're going to have jungle trees, instead of like instead of buildings, you're going to have jungle buildings made from trees and jungle. And then you could have like jungle plants that could eat you while you could claim cover from. Obviously flamers would be really powerful, but it is the jungle. So flamers might be super effective in the jungle anyway because of all the jungle plants in the jungle. But it will be really fun. We'll get trees. Warcry had trees, but they were weird muscle trees which moved and didn't look great. But these are going to be 40k trees from the jungle. So hopefully, we're going to have some full reveals soon. But I'm really hyped for the upcoming jungle release of Imperial Knights versus the Chaos Tax Collectors. That's going to be really cool. We get a new representation for a really in-demand faction for Kill Team. Finally, so many people have been asking, where are my Imperial Knights in Kill Team? And then you've got another fine, interesting Chaos Force, which is good. Now, also, I've been managed to listening to my sources. Normally I don't talk about what I hear, but I wanted to share some more. So after this box, that's going to be the first box for season 2. The next box is going to be something that's also been in demand a lot. Those are Catachans. So we're going to have Catachans, and this is basically going to be led by Sly Marbo. And as Sly Marbo, he's basically a perfect fit for Kill Team because he does all these lone man solo ops, secret missions, going after, secure convoys, key places to blow up. But this time he's not working alone. He's got some company, and then he has this is actually really cool. This is what really hype. Because I believe it's coming with a Catachan refresh for the Astra Militarum range. But it's going to be Sly Marble with a small elite force of 40 Catachan conscripts. So it's going to be really cool. You have Sly Marbo and then his 40 teammates to just make sure they get the mission done. And, because they are conscripts from Catachan, they are a bit expendable, but they're pretty good in combat. They make up for their average accuracy and damage output by sheer numbers because there's 40 of them. Now, I'm not sure what they're going to be paired with, but I assume it's going to be quite thematic. Obviously, you'll need Catachans to go up something, appropriate. But I can't wait to see how they're going to fully implement Sly Marbo with his elite unit of 40 Catachan conscripts. That's going to be really cool. And obviously, we're going to have a nice update to those old Catachan models, which are kind of showing their age with their, crazy faces that have seen so much pain and suffering over the decades while they have barely been updated, and with huge muscles that are bigger than the size of their head. But that's really hyped. Now, there's a lot of rumors and stuff coming for Kill Team, but I just wanted to show some of it. And now I know people are going to doubt, John, is that really going to come? Are you really sure? And I was like, yes, don't worry. This is all going to be confirmed in the next episode of White Dwarf. When that comes out, I'll be proven correct because where they're going to announce brand new Kill Team stuff? White Dwarf. Would I make a video saying this? Absolutely not. If I did not know the truth that was coming in White Dwarf, it would be really silly to do that. But, I'm really hyped. Games Workshop is doing a really good job with Kill Team. And, they're really answering the demand that the players want. They're bringing factions everyone's really wanted and waited a long time for, and it's really cool. I can't wait to see those Imperial Knights on the table. Apparently when they play on Gallowdark, Gallowdark's an obvious problem, but the way they get down Gallowdark is instead of opening doors and trying to awkwardly fit through them, they just blow them down so they can just move and blow up walls. So you would argue, where's the explosive decompression? But it's fine, don't worry about it. They needed to work on Gallowdark, otherwise it would have been unplayable. On Beta Decima, they can just walk through the ocean because they don't really expect people to play Beta Decima. But if you do, they can just walk because they're really tall. But it's going to be really fun, really cool. I can't wait. It's really hype. That's what we really demand? And obviously no, because I'm always right, because I am a playtester. I'm 100% right about everything, and I know the future. Now I have to go because I need to nerf Harlequin some more before I finally nerf Felgor Ravager. But that's pretty much it from me today. Please remember to like and subscribe as well as comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video. Did you find it useful and helpful? And remember, I've got a Discord you can check out for free in the episode description below, and a affiliate code at Games, and a affiliate link Discord code at Crossfire Games, and a Patreon if you want to give me some more support. And I'll just quickly shout out my patrons. So for my adepts of the crew, I have Tom, Supercow, Sam, Nick, Mercenary Q, Mr. Meat, Lucas, Jeremiah, Graham, Fangsu, Draken, Dave Meets World, Dan, Dada Goldens, Chris, Amorphium, and then for my veterans of the crew, I have Mark. So thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me and helps support the channel. But yeah, I'm so hyped about the future of Kill Team. It's not like the meta's in a really bad spot at the moment. It's great, you know. We've got preachers, you know, we've got Imperial priests who teleport around the battlefield. We've got Corn warriors who are powered by squats and magic Kool-Aid. And now we're going to get Imperial Knights, you know, some Chaos tax collectors, and then, you know, Sly Marbo with his elite unit of 40 Catachan conscripts. I can't wait. It's going to be so hype. The only thing that would be even more awesome is other rumors I've heard that apparently they're going to add a force of a mystical, like kind of pseudo psychic warrior with, you know, his band of, like, you've got a guy who doesn't have a gun, but he has a long range weapon, then some kind of smaller squats, as well as some swordsmen, and then some other minor squats as well. But I can't wait for the future. And remember, everything I say is 100% true and is going to happen, and it'll especially happen as long as you can roll a crit.